Good morning, guys. Bill McMillan here with NDWX.com shortly after 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. And what we're looking at to open the video is a snapshot of temperature anomalies so far this meteorological winter season. December, January, and then obviously we'll add February into this. But as we can see, certainly from the upper Midwest and the Ohio Valley into the Tennessee Valley and the northeastern region, it's been a very cold winter so far. Yes, we're going through a bit of a thaw now. That will continue overall for the next couple of weeks, but longer term, it sure appears that winter will roar back with authority, and I am concerned that February into March even this year may still have additional sub-zero cold yet to deal central Indiana. And it's also interesting to note as well that in looking back at some of the analog years, a lot of these years are back weighted with snow as well. So not only are we going to have to deal with a reload of the significant cold, but I would also seem to think, given what we look at in the past that takes place, a better chance of more high impact winter events as well that may loom as we go through February and into March. So the long story short, winter is far from over this year, despite the brief thaw that we're dealing with. We'll start this morning, we'll do things a little bit backwards compared to normal. We'll start with an overall view of the upper air pattern over the next couple of weeks off of the GFS ensemble, and then we'll talk a little bit about the short term. So we'll start on day 5, and obviously we're going to have some cold that will come through here behind the cold front early week. Not going to last long. It's a very transient pattern, as we've been discussing, and we're going to turn warm to close the week. Now, there is something of interest here that looms late next weekend and early next week, and models have been wavering back and forth as we would expect, this being just past day 7. It's got our attention, though. The potential is there for a storm system and a leader-follower again to kind of come in here and make things interesting in what is an overall warm pattern in the middle of it. With the potential of some wintry conditions late next weekend and early next week. Again, something to keep an eye on, and we'll do that through this upcoming week and update things accordingly. As it stands right now, we do have rain changing to snow next Sunday in our forecast, but not ready to bite on the European solution of an all-out winter storm through the Ohio Valley just yet. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what takes place. Continuing to progress this, though, again shows that it's a bit premature to think that that's the beginning of a new cold pattern. However, there are the changes that are beginning to take place off to our northwest suggest that the cold does begin to press in significant fashion as we go into early February and potentially, again, set us up for a remarkable stretch of second half of the winter in terms of cold and snow prospects as well. Back to the short term, what you see is what you get today with low clouds and fog and areas of drizzle. This is locked in here, not going anywhere through the next several hours. Look for a foggy day with areas of drizzle and showers, and those showers will wait really until late tonight into early Monday, but that nuisance drizzle continues through the day. We're looking at the high-resolution NAM here. And as a cold front moves in here during the day Monday, it's going to press a couple of areas of more concentrated, steadier rains through central Indiana. One comes through mid to late morning on Monday, followed by another skinnier line of gusty showers coming through here, perhaps even a rumble of thunder. I can't rule that out. I don't think many of us are going to see that, but wouldn't be surprised if southern areas may see a clap of thunder briefly Monday evening as the cold front comes through. And then colder air filters in here tomorrow night. Into Tuesday morning, we'll transition to wet snow and some snow showers through Tuesday morning into Tuesday afternoon. Don't be surprised if a few of us see a dusting of snow from that. Not a big deal, but certainly a colder, more seasonable day awaits on Tuesday. Overall rainfall totals, in general, around a ½ inch, I think, for most of central Indiana with this cold front. Not a big deal, but nonetheless, wet and damp at times over the next couple of days. We'll close out, guys, with a look at the GFS forecast model. Again, the snow showers depart, and we get back to dry conditions from Wednesday and Thursday with high pressure building in, seasonable conditions as well before we begin to warm on Thursday into Friday. A breezy southwesterly flow develops ahead of the next storm system that will move in here next Saturday as a cold front pushes through. Again, the GFS may be a bit too, I think what we're seeing really is bias with both forecast models, meaning the GFS and the European. I think the GFS is probably too progressive with things late Sunday into Monday, and as such would push more of the wintry threat to our east. I think the European may be a bit too amped up and a little bit too far west with things, so we'll have to kind of split the difference and go with a rain to snow scenario Sunday into early Monday. Again, impacts to be determined and something that we'll continue to keep an eye on. Guys, make it a great Sunday. Thank you as always for your support of IndyWX.com. We'll talk with you soon.